Coming up, she started reaching for the stars at a very early age in Wynwood, Oklahoma. By the time of her retirement, though, she'd made her mark in the stars. You'll meet her and hear her story. And if you have a passion for your own food business, there's a group that just might be able to help. This and more next on Perspectives. Hello, I'm Sam Jones. Sometimes when I go to bed late at night, my brain is still on fast forward and sleep just won't come. As is usually the case, one of those mental suitcases I carry around will spring open and out pops a number of things, usually something dumb, and the distance between me and a good night's sleep widens. Now, on occasion, chain reaction thoughts where one thing leads to another ensures that the brain is wide awake and ready to play, while the rest of me moans and tries for much needed sleep. And, well, that's just out of reach at the point. If it happened to me a few nights ago, you see, and this time the DVD playing loudly had to do with dumb things seemingly intelligent people will say that can cause one to smile or even chuckle in the dark, like a newborn baby that's just utilized a fresh diaper. As I said earlier, the process is usually chain reaction, where one thought leads to another. This time, the subject seemed to be candidates lined up telling us why they should be president. And right off the top, the picture that came to mind was that bumper car ride at the fair. Car number one, Donald Trump. His voice, but Henny Youngman's face. Trump? Really? That some folks see him as a wonderful candidate is, to me, a scene right out of a Freddy Krueger movie. Then comes Ted Cruz and Chris the Bridge Christie, and of course the other contestants, as the Donald likes to call them all. A lot of humor there. Others in my suitcase, though, aren't running for president, but they are on the dole, so to speak. Our senior senator, for example, Jim Inhofe, who could forget when he called the President of the United States an idiot? Or what about the time the propeller fell off the plane that he was piloting and the senator called for a full-blown investigation that ended, well, with nothing? We just spent a lot of time and money on it. I think many of us, though, enjoyed the snowball he brought to the floor of the Senate to, as he put it, prove his position on global warming. And if you go back a few years, you'll remember the time he referred to the late actor Charlton Heston as my good friend Carlton Heston. Recently, he said, though, he doesn't think President Obama is a Christian. That one caught me because included in his evidence is the fact that the president doesn't get along well with the Prime Minister of Israel. Incidentally, I'm sure he must know that Prime Minister Netanyahu isn't a Christian. I mean, he would know that, wouldn't he? Yeah, he's never let us down. But it's not just the Donald or Senator Inhofe or Ted Cruz or Chris Christie. All of our political newsmakers have at one time or another stepped on their neckties, and it goes with the territory, I think. So the other night when I couldn't sleep, I remembered they are human, and as such, they all provide unintentional humor on a regular basis. Once I remembered that fact, the brain started to slow down, and finally, sleep came with a smile. And that's my perspective. Her name is Donna Shirley, and if you don't know what she's accomplished in her lifetime, you need to stick around and hear the story. You'll meet her right after this.